The original first rebellion against God was when the enemy and the fallen angels chose their own will over than God's. They chose a temporary good over the greater good. They would have stuck to God's will, who God is omnipotent. He knows what's best for everyone. As it says in the Holy Bible, that the heart is deceitful, and that we can't even trust our own selves. We can't trust our own heart. And that's why I give my will to God, because I know He has the best interests for me. He knows what I need even before I know it. But that's why I always warn everyone about dangers of pride, of wanting to deviate from God's will for a lesser will, or the perceived good. Because ultimately, what we choose to deviate from God will pale in comparison to what He has in store for us. So it is essential that our will aligns with His. And I do this by reading through the Holy Bible, going to Mass, fasting, asking the Holy Spirit to help me distinguish the Lord's voice over the enemy's, so that my will may align with His. But ultimately, one thing that I have learned, that the enemy preys on our attachments in life, whether that be our loved ones, our wife, children, pets, even things as, oh, I need to get up in the morning, I have to have this coffee, or I need to inhale my vape. The enemy preys on us when it comes to attachments. And there's nothing wrong with attachments when it comes to family, with wives or husbands, but we always still need to be willing to sacrifice for God. To love all these things, but ultimately put God at the center of relationships. To remember that He is the reason who God gave you these blessings in the first place. And to break the illusion that we need any of these things, which we don't. Because I was a caffeine addict for years. It was only recently that I've stopped drinking coffee now. That's how the enemy preys on us through our attachments. We have to be careful not to make people we love idols. It is okay to love. It is okay to get married. At the end of the day, the only person who will never truly fail us is Yeshua, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Don't put your trust in idols, no matter how famous or beloved celebrities, singers, football players. No matter how great a singer or celebrity is, they are still mortal. No matter how good anyone claims to be, they all make mistakes. The only person without sin was Yeshua, only idolized who was beyond the world. And on another note, have you ever thought about how unique and mysterious consciousness is? We can study it up to a point with science. There's still so much about our own awareness that we just feel and we cannot fully explain. I find that really fascinating because it suggests there might be more to us than just our physical parts. For me, this is a glimpse into something beyond, like a spirit, or maybe even a divine creator. It's one of the reasons I believe in God. And I don't care what anyone says. Some things are just too perfectly designed to come from nothing. There has to be a mind behind it. Which is why we often hear that there is a science behind love. How it's all about chemical reactions in the brain, dopamine and oxytocin. Doesn't that explanation kind of sell the feeling? Sure. Think about it. Even if we understand the mechanics of love, does that really capture what love means to us? The depth, the sacrifice, the way it changes our lives. For me, love is more than just biology. It's a powerful hint that there's something beyond us, maybe even a divine touch in our lives. And of course, let's not forget that our vision is limited to a narrow band of the electromagnetic spectrum, meaning we can only see visible light, ultraviolet, infrared or other types of radiation without special tools. Moreover, modern physics like string theory suggests the addition of extra dimensions beyond our familiar three-dimensional space, which we cannot perceive directly. These scientific insights remind us of our sensory limitations and opens up the possibilities, realities beyond our direct observation. This underscores a humbling experience, perspective. There may be more to the universe than meets the eye, perhaps even dimensions or beings beyond our current scientific understanding, such as the God of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob.